Welcome back, Coaster Nerd fans. So today I will be going over the defunct history of Gwazi at Busch Gardens, Tampa. I am bringing back this series. I do have two other videos. I'm just going to combine them for Season 1, which is Disaster Transport and Mantis at Cedar Point. Both of those are at Cedar Point. And so I'm just going to bring back this whole season and series I had going, and just basically make it a whole 5-part episode season and for this year, and then we have another one planned for 2021. Hopefully we'll get out. Anyway, and I'll be posting these every single Thursday, so you guys will hopefully be looking forward to seeing those every Thursday. Anyway, so Gwazi opened in June 18th, 1999 as Florida's first dueling coaster, and it was constructed by Great Coasters International, or GCI for short, and it operated using the PTC trains, or the Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters. So there was a total of 4 trains for each side, or one side, for each side. So there would be 2 trains, one in the station, one could go around the course, and it could duel basically. And I did have a chance to ride Gwazi when it was operating, but the sad thing is I was 1 year too late to ride the Tiger side, because I just didn't start riding Gwazi till about 2013, 2014, so I was about a year or two short of riding the Tiger side of Gwazi. But I did get to ride the Lion side, and I thought it was very smooth in my opinion. But also, a lot of people, the parks would say that Gwazi has a tiger and lion theme and stuff, but actually there's no African religion or language that has anything to do with Gwazi, so Busch Gardens took that term for Gwazi as a internal battle between tiger and lion, and they keep fighting and stuff, which explains perfectly with the track work that they were using. With the Tiger side being a bit crazy and a little bit more agile, and everything's just going every which way before that ride. And then the Lion side, which is what I rode, was a lot more graceful. It didn't have as many sharp turns. It was definitely more of what you expect a lion to be, I guess. Even though a lot of people think lions are really aggressive and stuff, but you think tigers are more aggressive. Anyway, they did a retracking in 2009 for the lion side, and then 2010 for the tiger side, which is when they brought in the 12-car GCI designed Millennium Flyer trains. And then they also replaced the original rollback stocks, which is the clicky noise you hear on wood coasters. That's what they replaced because it was getting old and rugged from the big PTC trains. The yellow cars were the 2 tracks were normally, besides Lion and Tiger, they were also called Yellow and Blue. The yellow being Lion, blue being Tiger, and that's what the trains were colored as. And so the ridership for Gwazi dwindled towards the end of the 2012 season, and this is going into when SeaWorld started having some massive financial troubles with Blackfish coming out, and so that led to the Tiger side closing, and the maintenance got a lot higher. So they basically built a bridge across the Tiger's loading station as the exit, and you would exit out. That would be basically the quick queue, would be where the Tiger side was. So the Tiger side became the quick queue. The Lion side kept operating, but the exit would be still in the middle, and they basically just were reusing the trains whenever they could and switching them up and stuff, so the Lion side would never have to close unless it was they had to do some repairs to the wood. And so they had 4 trains for one side. And after a couple years, Gwazi, the Lion side, closed in February 1st, 2015 and I was one of the last riders. I wasn't big on YouTube at the time, but I did ride Gwazi on its last leg. The ride basically closed to low attendance and operating cost, and a lot of guests did not like the ride. I was one of the few people that absolutely loved Gwazi, and I will desperately miss that ride. Anyway, it was only about 99 feet tall for both sides, and it went 55 miles per hour. And to this day, it still has the most flybys, with a total of 7 flybys. And in 2020, it got the remake it deserved with Iron Gwazi. So for 2020, they're remodeling Gwazi for a hyper hybrid coaster, which stands 206 feet tall, with the speeds of 76 miles per hour or 122 kilometers per hour, with a max angle of 91 degrees, with a total track length of 4,075 feet or 1,242 meters. You're probably wondering, since they remodeled Gwazi, they don't need the Millennium Flyer trains. What did they do with those trains? So, for 2 of the trains, they took to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which is Busch Gardens Tampa's sister park, for their 2016 wood coaster Invadar, which is a GCI wooden coaster. It's a family-style wooden coaster that is fantastic for that park. And the other 2 trains went to SeaWorld San Antonio for Texas Stingray that opened up in 2020. Anyway, the first part of giving Gwazi some recognition for being in the park, besides the Iron Gwazi name, actually came from Tigress, because they wanted to do something with that tiger theme. They weren't able to put the lion part in, but I'm going to guess probably one of the next attractions that they're going to put in probably will do something with lion, maybe, I don't know. This is not a prediction video though, but anyway, so Iron Gwazi is the play on words for Gwazi, and still looks like one of the most anticipated coasters for 2020. And this gives Gwazi that legacy that it deserves, and it desperately was looking forward to. It was the ride that basically got either people very excited to see what Busch Gardens' future was, or it was the ride that looked cool, but not too many people were interested in, since you had Kumba, which was a superstar coaster for that the park in 93, or Montu in 96, and Gwazi 3 years later wasn't able to stand the test of time with the other. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, and we will see you out in the queues.